Good evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is the Animated Wrestling League AWL Hontai 406.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, already in the ring, representing Item J, the very high system. And their opponents making their way to the ring in the unified the Tiger style. The Animated Wrestling League are shown up the Kai champion, Ikemen 2, and Tigers are not good because they are Ikemen W.
This is going to be our first time seeing the Tigers together on AWL Hontai in tag team action this season. The Shogatsu Taikai champion, Tiger the Dark, a recent challenger to their own protege's Grand Championship. It's good to see them back in the ring as a tag team. They've had some long tag team reigns in the past, title reigns in the past. The VKA, less so. Bang a Gong We Are On, and the backup is in full force for Zaidan J. Tiger Feint Kick blocks the resulting uppercut as Tiger Mask 2, the second Tiger Mask of the AWL version of the Tiger Mask Dynasty. This is not the original New Japan Tiger Mask 2. The way the Tiger Dynasties work is that they're kind of promotion specific. Ooh, full 10 on the wrestle mats, and a face plant to the outside for good measure. Tiger the Dark eating an enziguri as well on the apron, making this essentially a 2-on-1 match for the moment. Only about 45 seconds into the contest. Duck under the clothesline as the Very Kind Assistant puts the brakes on. The Very Kind Assistants have not been doing well in tag team action as of late, coming into this match 0-4 this season, so they've yet to pick up a tag team victory. Double arm wrench, Irish whip. Oh, stereophonic spin kicks by Tiger Mask W. And of course, they've been known to use their tag team finisher, the Double Darkness Driver, a two-man spike version of Tiger the Dark Darkness Driver finishing maneuver, his Tombstone Pile Driver finish. VKA, they don't have a registered tag team finishing maneuver because they don't really know how to do tag team moves, I don't think. We know these two are physically impressive specimens. You can tell that even under the ridiculous suits that they wear to the ring. But they are not trained professional wrestlers. They are not graduates of the AWL Dojo, or, for that matter, the Tiger's Cave. Unified School of the Tiger Style is a training school, and they've already produced a great generation of Tigers, currently over in the AWL Strong and Free branch. Oh, this is not going to be good. Oh, spine first into that crowd barricade. Referee continues the 20 count. And while we're waiting for both men to return to the squared circle, please give us a subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, let me know you're out there. This is the Animated Wrestling League. We're looking to expand the reach of this small promotion. Thank you very much for that. We got a lot of action coming up for you tonight. We've got Ningen Damashii in tag team action. We've got #1 contenders match in the Joshi division. KAIRI, the Queen of the Seven Seas. KAIRI faces off against the AWL's own Yang. 1-on-1, the winner faces Amy Wade for the AWL Joshi Championship next week. That is coming up a little bit later. We have a fight for 4. Azteckaizer Neo versus the Emerald Dragon, with the number 4 rank in the AWL Best 4 on the line. And in our main event, Ningen Damashii gets their first sniff of AWL Gold as Chiba Akagi, the scion of submission, a former Intercontinental Champion himself, looks to regain the gold against the great Tanuki. 1-on-1 main event for the IC Championship. All that still to come, and more here on the Animated Wrestling League. Right now we're focusing on the men's tag team division. Interesting combination, going to the red rope, secondary moonsault. Can he go all the way up to the top? He's indicating that is his goal. Triple springboard moonsault. Of course, the Tiger style of professional wrestling, quite famous for the use of the moonsault. Couple of hard shots, back elbow as well. DDT, no neck breaker, no, the knockout elbow. And the VKA are going to have to show some intelligent defense over the next couple of seconds if they don't want to get disqualified. Not going for the tag team. Tornado DDT with a little bit of an assist from the Red Rope. Tiger the Dark looking to pick up the victory here. Tiger the Dark, 45 wins, 32 losses, ratio of plus 13. Tiger Mask 2, most wins of anybody in AWL Hontai, 119 wins. 81 losses, ratio of plus 38. One of the top wrestlers here in the AWL and the greatest wrestler, I have always said, to never hold the AWL Grand Championship. Over the shoulder power slam for the 1, 2, no, actually not even a 2 count, broken up before the official's hand could hit the canvas a second time. As the ring clears, we surpass God. Look at this. Oh, face first on the outside. Tiger Mask rethinks himself. Great spin kick, taking down the other very kind assistant. This match is one-on-one inside that 20-by-20-foot AWL ring. Irish whip off of the ropes. The VKA unable to take advantage. Right hand going up for Spring Tiger Giri. Adapting moves from other Tigers into the cover. 1, 2. The STG, the inverted GTS, Spring Tiger Giri. And this is indeed tag team wrestling, but right now this is the Tiger style on display. Tiger suplex, the referee calls that a knockout suplex, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at some of the action. Kick out after the Spring Tiger Giri. The VKA very disoriented as they get back to their feet. Up and down. That is a knockout. The Tigers pick up their first tag team victory of the season. Tiger Mask 2 moves to 120 wins in his AWL career. Over on the ladies' side of the ledger, it's a pirate versus a personification of the human psyche. I love professional wrestling. I really do. Winner of this match gets the Canadian megastar, Amy Wade, next week, assuming she survives. What's coming on the next episode of Strong and Free?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a #1 contenders match to the AWL Wrestling League Joshi Championship. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from the high seas. He is the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4. The Pirate Queen, KAIRI.
The free agent, happy to have her here in AWL Hontai. Now we have the Best 4 system, the top 4 ranks in each division. However, being #1 does not automatically make you #1 contender necessarily. You will occasionally have to defend that position, earn the right to face the champion. Title matches are not given out for free in the Animated Wrestling League. KAIRI, who comes into this match on the negative side of the ledger, 2 wins and 3 losses in her AWL career. She has to at least make it up to 0 in order for the AWL Commissioner to sign off on a championship match. The Pirate Queen versus the true Toronto Star. I would love to see that bout, but you gotta earn your right to be the #1 contender. So KAIRI with all to play for, even from the #1 rank. And she faces a true AWL legend, a Season 0 original. Going all the way back to the beginning of the promotion, this tag team, the first tag team act ever hired by the AWL Commissioner. And I'm being told we're having some technical difficulties with the Minitron there. We'll soon try to get that fixed by next week.
And her opponent being accompanied by Yin, making her way to the ring from the dark side of the human psyche. He is the #2 rank in the AWL Best 4. Yay!
And Yang, the more violent, the more aggressive member, the less technically inclined half of Yin and Yang, will be making her challenge here. And if I take a look at the best four rankings, right now it's KAIRI, Yang, Lupe Peligro, and Dragoness. Yang can jump up to the #1 rank and get her title match next week. Or KAIRI could maintain the position. Now, if Yang loses, she will not drop in rank, because it's okay, it's expected, in fact, that you would lose to someone of higher rank. That's not something you get punished for. However, if KAIRI loses, yeah, she's going to drop down a bit. In AWL, wins and losses matter. The Pirate Queen, resplendent in red, as is Yang. 10 minutes on the clock. Ooh, a great head scissors takedown by KAIRI, starting us off here in this one-on-one match. Left-handed escape by Yang. Now, I mentioned this match is for a #1 contendership. Hang on, wait a minute. Huge splash, no water in the pool. And of course, Amy Wade, she's going to be watching this match, going to be thinking about her next challenger, but she's got something big coming up. It has been announced there will be a grudge match between Amy Wade and Athena Jane this next episode of AWL Strong and Free. That means no disqualification, no countout, no official record, unsanctioned. They fight until they end it. That's going to be Amy Wade, Athena Jane next week, a blowout. A dragon drop by KAIRI as they exchange blows on the outside. Now, I will point out, and there's no champion's advantage, or there's no #1 rank advantage here. In the event of a countout or a disqualification, if you win by either of those methods, you still advance. You still get the next championship match against Amy Wade or whatever's left of her. And frankly, after going through a grudge match with Athena Jane, Amy Wade is going to be weakened. She's going to have not a whole lot of time about a weekend, essentially, including a trans-Pacific flight, to recover. That's not nothing. So the winner of this match is going to face the undefeated Amy Wade at possibly her weakest ever, assuming she's even medically cleared to compete. Going up. The Tree of Woe locked in. KAIRI trying to brace herself on the floor. She's a very tall woman, but that doesn't help too much in that position. Yang going to be thinking about the Uraken. She's going to be thinking, of course, of the duality driver. Drop down. Leapfrog, showing off some basic agility here. Up, down! One-woman flapjack. Ooh, as the only woman to ever hold the original AWL Championship, is dominating KAIRI at the moment. Of course, KAIRI, she knows how to change course in the roughest of storms. Over-the-shoulder power slam. Up to the red rope, looking for the big splash, and this time she hits it. Missed the first time, but not the second. Uraken! The spinning back fist. Literally back fist or reversed fist, so that means Uraken. Unfortunately, the Uraken not enough. However, going up to the top, maybe thinking another splash, maybe thinking the full circle. No! Swing and a miss in the full circle. There's the running drop kick by KAIRI. And she's thinking 7 C's. That perfect elbow drop, the best elbow drop in all of professional wrestling, books KAIRI's ticket to AWL Hontai episode 407, where she will face Amy Wade for the AWL Joshi Championship.
Here's your winner, KAIRI!
Will KAIRI become the first woman to ever hold the NJPW and AWL Joshi Championships? We'll find out next week. There you see it on your screen. That means it is official. The AWL Commissioner's Office has signed off on it. The match is going to happen, assuming Amy Wade is medically cleared after her grudge match with the modern-day Amazon Athena Jane. To tune in to AWL Strong and Free. I promise you, KAIRI will be watching. fight for 4. This is the AWL Commissioner showing great trust in the human spirit of Ningen Damashii. Only their second tag team match. Big one. Oh, come on.
Scheduled for 1 fall will humiliate the so-called human spirit.
Shut up.
Make their way to the ring, accompanied by Gooseman from the pits. Doctor and Storm
The Shadow Walkers, the Dark Rabbit of the Moon, and the blade that cuts between life and death. It is safe to say they are feeling confident that their metahuman physiques, their supernatural abilities, will see them through as they face off against the relatively untested but still undefeated tag team of Ningen Damashii. The human soul, the human spirit. In the best tradition of Puroresu, let's see how far your fighting spirit will take you.
And their opponent, making their way to the ring, accompanied by the Scion of Submission, Chiba Akagi, the tag team combination of Satoshi Tobu and Ikemen Taro. Together they are Ningen Damashii.
Okay, I'm being handed a memo here, apparently. The beautiful boy, Ikemen Taro's outfit tonight is called Light in the Darkness. That the purity of human spirit will shine through the darkness of the pit. He is such a master of the fashionable arts, isn't he? Hey, don't look at me, I don't write this crap. How is he getting the mask to light up like that? I'm kind of curious. Chiba Akagi in the role of cornerman tonight. Of course, he is challenging for the Intercontinental Championship in our main event against another superhuman wrestler, though on the babyface side of the roster, the technical side of the roster, the great Tanuki. Now this is an interesting choice of starting a participant. Sombo no Yaiba, usually the backup, the muscle. And it's Gyokdo that starts the match, a bit of a strategy change on the part of the pit. Perhaps hoping to overwhelm Ningen Damashii right from the outset, and so far it's working. About 30 seconds into the bout, and the beautiful boy has yet to make a real offensive move here. Of course, I speak too soon. Right to the moneymaker. And now going for really a blatant choke there. A little of the influence of Satoshi Tobu coming in. Of course, the referee having to publicly admonish Ikemen Taro for that hold, that illegal hold. Adapting some of the more deathmatchy tactics of his tag team partner. That shows they're training together, at least. That's good. That really helps build up that sort of tag team dynamic. When you work together, you train together, and wrestle together. Tag made to Satoshi Tobu, who comes into this match 14-12 in his AWL career. Of course, a longtime veteran of the Japan. And now another blatant choke, and I really can't fault Gyokdo for sort of paying back the piper, returning fire with fire there. So that may be a strategic mistake by Ningen Damashii. Back elbow strikes, escaping from a potentially dangerous position. Irish whip across the ropes. Lariat, and using the significant momentum of Satoshi Tobu against him. Gyokdo, the Dark Rabbit of the Moon, looking for possibly a Dark Side of the Moon stall. No! Top rope spear falling from the heavens down to the pit. 12 minutes, 40 seconds approximately, and once again escaping from that boss man slam position. That front cradle, vertical suplex. This time he connects, floats over into a cover, but no hook of the leg. And the breakup from Sombo no Yaiba not even necessary in that situation. And Gisei cheering his team on, but we do have our first blood spilt of the evening. And it looks to be the Black Ichor of the pit. And you see Chiba Akagi, the challenger to the Intercontinental Championship, watching on. About 12 minutes left in this match. On paper, this should be the pit's match to win. They come into this match with an unblemished 3-0 record this season in tag team action. And a lot more experience, a lot more wins. Overall, Gyokto 63-60 in his AWL career, getting thrown about, but striking back as good as he gets. Ooh, clubbing blow to the back of Satoshi Tobu, and both men missing their tag team partners right now, I would imagine. You do not want to get into a slugfest with the deathmatch expert. Big back body drop, and Gisei getting up on the ring, trying to distract somebody, the referee. Satoshi Tobu, wait a minute, Hisatsu Waza! Simple, but effective, the pump handle slam into the cover, the referee's got his back turned. 1, 2. Oh god, that was at least 2.5. It took Gisei and Sombo no Yaiba to get Gyokto out of that predicament, and now Satoshi Tobu going where he doesn't usually go. Big splash from a very, very big man. Does he cover? No, he doesn't. Sweep of the leg. And the tag is made, in comes the big man. The horses are gonna clash. Oh, lariat takedown. Rolling away from the knee strike, but going toe-to-toe, or should I say knee for knee, with the blade that cuts between life and death, but a big boot nearly decapitating Satoshi Tobu. Oh no. Into the corner, tag Kogeki opportunity. Tag team attack, and what are they going to do? Oh, right across the back, a big meaty back, and another blatant choke by Gyokto. And he's going up, he's thinking dark side of the moonsault, he hits it flush, and the referee calls it dark side of the moonsault, and Gyokto picks up his 64th AWL wins. Sombo no Yaiba picks up his 24th. And they are officially in the AWL Best 4 for the Tag Team Division, the men's Tag Team Division for the World's Tag Team titles. Let's take a look at it here. Dark Side of the Moonsault.
Here are your winners, the Hits. Fair match, the human spirit.
And that's the other thing, that's a straight up loss to Ningen Damashii. A superhero versus a dragon. Sure, why not?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a fight for 4. Introducing first, making his way ring from parts unknown. He is the bearer of the Star of Aztec, Kurosino Hoshi, Azteckaizer, Neo.
Well, it's technically a fight for 4, but in practical terms, it's a fight for 3, because Matt Classic Sr. will face Black Tiger Justice for the Grand Championship on the next episode of AWL Strong and Free over in Canada. So whoever's in the number 4 rank, by the end of the week, they're going to be bumped up to number 3. Because either Matt Classic will be the new champion, or he will lose and he'll be out of the best 4. So this is the best time to make your way into the championship picture, because you're basically jumping 2 ranks just by being in the building. The first, but not last time, we're gonna see the Yokai Army here tonight. The dragon who slays his own knights.
And his opponent making his way to the ring from the realm of the Yokai, accompanied by Ultramantis Black, representing Yokai Hontai, Emerald Dragon.
Once again, strategy and advice from the great and devious Ultramantis Black. And Emerald Dragon, one of the top wrestlers in the division. 63 wins, 53 losses, plus 10. Azteckaizer Neo, 51 wins, 24 losses, plus 27. So no matter how you slice it, number of wins, win-loss ratio, these are 2 of the elite of the Animated Wrestling League, 2 titans of this promotion. And former tag team partners and stablemates. That's right, Shinji Dai, the new era trio, collides, and look at that full rotation. Death Valley Driver starting us off. Emerald Dragon, who teamed with Azteckaizer Neo back when he was merely the human wyvern, the bearer of the sigil, the bearer of the legacy of the dragon, starting off with the power moves. And if Azteckaizer Neo thinks he's facing his old friend and his old partner, he has another thing coming, because the old wyvern could never have pulled those kind of power moves off. Just wasn't his style, wasn't his strength level. But of course, since being given that talisman of transformation by Ultramantis Black, he has ascended. He is now, as Ultramantis Black said, a post-human, imbued with the power of the Emerald Dragon. Now these 2 are not rivals. There's no personal animosity here. In fact, as I understand it, these 2 are still friends. But this is a shot at the AWL Grand Championship on the line. This is a shot to get into the number 4 rank and then very quickly to the number 3. And nobody in their right mind is going to give that up, and they're not going to let personal feelings get in the way. Big boot, running big boot. Collar and elbow tie-up, Irish whip, off of the ropes, and again, oh, he backflips out of it! Good lord, the athletic power of the Emerald Dragon. Dragon drop number 1. The legacy of his original trainer, the original AWL Dragon, now the head trainer at the dojo. Coming out, of course, he's taken to using the Snapdragon Suplex as his own finisher. Ultramantis Black has advised him to try and take advantage, to try and overcome Azteckaizer Neo with that maneuver. As they slide to the outside right in front of our international announce team. Of course, I'm here in the socially distanced commentation station, ready to do this. Up. Oh, Uranagi, almost a dragon drop number 2, into the barricade. I know I said nothing personal between these 2, and I stand by that. But that doesn't mean they're not going to hit as hard as they possibly can. And you can see that structure behind that padded, nice-looking TV-friendly barrier. As Azteckaizer Neo regains the high ground, the dragon flies back into the ring under his own power. Irish whip into the corner. Oh! Cross body block takes the dragon to the outside. The dragon flies! And down goes Azteckaizer. Wait a minute. Kaiser-in! Kaiser with the opportunity, but no! Blocked! That's the power of the Star of Aztec, supernatural wrestling abilities granted to Azteckaizer Neo, and he's looking for one of them right now. Aztec Extinction! And he nails it, the Aztec Extinction, but did not pull his opponent's near leg away from the rope, only hooked the far leg. That could be a fatal mistake. Is he going? Hey! Yowza! Dragon drop! Stomping away, trying to get his opponent back up to his feet, maybe looking for the Snapdragon, looking to heed the advice of Ultramantis Black. As the two Titans collide, Fireman's carry position. Oh, almost an Akadropu there. Into the cover, 1, 2. Maybe we'll start calling that the Emerald Dragon Drop, I don't know. The style evolves. Snapdragon knockout! Good advice from Ultramantis Black at the beginning. It was the Snapdragon suplex that picks up the win. Let's take a look at some of that action. The Dragon Drop, inherited from his original trainer. But right here, go behind, Snapdragon.
Here's your winner, Emerald Dragon!
And there you see the updated Best 4 rankings. A nice mix of good and evil in that lineup. And the Emerald Dragon sets himself into the championship picture. Main event time, and one of the names synonymous with the Intercontinental Championship looks to get it back.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall, one submission knockout to decide the winner, and it is for the Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Championship.
Second time we're seeing a Ningen Damashii make their way to the ring tonight. Hopefully this time we'll go for them a little bit better than last. Chiba Akagi is already a 3-time Intercontinental Champion. He was the 5th, 17th, and 35th Intercontinental Champion of the Animated Wrestling League. That first reign, he not only defended the belt 5 times, he cashed it in successfully on Project Tetsu to become the AWL World's Heavyweight Champion. And of course, he has not been as successful in the other 2 title reigns. 0 title defenses and 1 title defense respectively. He is currently tied with Matt Classic Sr. and Dr. Jigoku's old creation, the X-Drone, for most title reigns. If Chiba Akagi wins this match, he will be the first and so far only 4-time Intercontinental Champion. And of course, Ikemen Taro with his manager's hat on. Literally. Ikemen Taro and Satoshi Tobu coming off the first loss for this stable. Once again, good advice and a team game plan from Ultramantis Black, not seeming to trust the rest of Ningen Damashii to stay in the ring where they belong. Shiroke Kitsune leading the way for the Intercontinental Champion. And a great Tanuki, one-on-one. This is going to be Sneaky Style versus the Submission Specialist. That should be interesting. Chiba Akagi, 44-28 in the AWL. The Great Tanuki, 14-8. So on paper, this goes to Chiba Akagi, but in the ring, it's all to play for. This is for the Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Championship, the Contenders title, the path less taken to the Grand Championship. We now go to ringside for our official introductions.
Introducing first the challenger, coming from Yokohama, Japan, representing and accompanied by Ningen Damashii, the scion of submission, Chiba Akagi. And his opponent is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, accompanied by and representing Yokai Hontai. Tonight, making his second title defense, the Great Tanuki. This is an officially sanctioned Intercontinental Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Babayadushi in charge.
Chiba Akagi taking a look at the belt he's held 3 times in the past. Being held up by the official. We are ready to rock and roll. Main event, big fight feel here in the sold-out AWL Arena in Tokyo. 30 minutes on the clock for a title match. Bang the gong, we are on. Collar and elbow tie-up. And immediately, looks like he's going for an arm wrench, and he kicks his opponent in the stomach. That is the sneaky style of the Tanuki, and the other 2 humans not entirely happy about that. You can see them both with their foreheads in their hands. Snapmare takeover. And already into a submission hold, a double arm wrench with the knee perfectly placed in between the shoulder blades of the great Tanuki. Manages to slip his way free. And that's what this match is going to be. It's going to be a contrast of styles. Whichever man can wrestle his match will be the winner. That's my prediction here. Whoa! Endless light. I didn't know he knew how to do that. Chiba Akagi actually changing up his style a little bit. Chiba Akagi is going to be looking for the Manjigatame. His favorite Let me try that again in English. Chiba Akagi is going to be looking for the Manjigatame, his favorite finishing maneuver. Or he's just going to throw his opponent outside, and what is he looking here? A flurry of blows, definitely changing up the offense as Chiba Akagi. And he gets into a mount position with the hammer fists and the forearms. Those are legal blows, ladies and gentlemen. And he's got to be looking for some kind of a submission. Yes, goes for a modified Jujigatame. The great Tanuki, he's going to be looking for the Tanuki Kakere no Jutsu, and he's going to be looking for the Tanuki Ballbuster, and maybe even the Tanuki's Claw. The sneaky style of the great Tanuki, many ways he can defeat his opponents, and he's going to have to dip into every single corner of that bag of tricks in order to take down the scion of submission. His senpai here in the AWL. Chiba Akagi, about an 8-year pro. 8 years he's been in the AWL. And he's held many championships here. He is a former... Wow, look at that. He is a Triple Crown champion in the Animated Wrestling League as Chiba Akagi. He's been a Grand Champion, 3-time Intercontinental Champion, and a former winner of the Oshogatsu Taikai. He won that tournament back in 2018. The only title he's not held is the AWL World's Tag Team Championship. As they make their way nearly halfway through the 20 count, I'll remind you the champion's advantage. Titles change hands only on pinfall, submission, or knockout within the 30-minute time limit. That's only halfway. Plenty of time left to settle their business on the outside, though I think both of these guys are going to want to settle it in the ring. But it is the nature of sneaky style, you take whatever advantage you can. I don't know why they call it in English either, but yeah, that is Juyon, and they are back in the ring at the 14 count. And there's the Tanuki's Claw! But that's really close to the ropes. Chiba Akagi knew it. He managed to sneak his legs across the plane of the ropes, and that's all that's necessary to call for the rope break. Hard strike. Not going to get caught by that tricky spin kick again. bow and arrow lock. Seated a side bow and arrow lock by the submissions expert. Into a neck breaker. And what is he thinking here? Just, stomping on the sensitive ears of the Tanuki spirit. Chiba Akagi has definitely switched up his offense. He's going for the submissions, but not on every move, as he would normally do. Catch to the right hand, collar and elbow, and he rolls through, picks the leg. Leg sweep, he holds on to it, and does a lot of damage to the leg, and going straight, and look, he hooks the injured leg. He hooks the leg he was just working over. I thought he was going to set that up for a figure four, or a sharpshooter, or a Boston Crab, or something. But no, he goes straight for the cover. Wait a minute, goes for the Gugu Plata. And he's got it. That Hell's Gate, that Devil's Triangle, whatever you want to call it. And the AWL Intercontinental Championship is in serious jeopardy here. We're only about 5 minutes into the time limit now. But no, the great Tanuki gets his speed under him. That gives him the leverage.
Gopun keika, 5 minutes. 9 minutes up.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Into the Manji Gatame. Oh, and he did it! He did it! Chiba Akagi with the Manji Gatame, one of the fastest submissions I've ever seen. So much damage done to that arm in that Gugu Plata that as soon as he got the hook, that was it.
Here's your winner, and the new Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, Chiba Akagi.
5-17-35-39, four-time Intercontinental Champion. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the human spirit. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Ningen Damashii. We'll see you next time. Korede, Kimarida.